Hey guys, welcome back. And in this video, we are going to take a look at two tools. One of them is Wfuzz and the next one is FFUF. So yeah, let's start with the Wfuzz tool. This is the tool. Let's start with the manual of the tool. This is basically a web application brute forcer tool which you can just use to find hidden directories, hidden parameters in websites. So I'm not going too deep into these tools. I'm just going to demonstrate the basic usage only in this video, not going too deep. Okay, so this is the first tool, and the next tool that we are going to explore in this video is the FFUF, which is a fast web fuzzer tool written in Go, and which is a fast web fuzzer written in Go that allows typical directory discovery, virtual host discovery, and get and post parameter fuzzing. Yeah, as I mentioned before, not going too deep into this tool like the previous videos, but the basic usage of how you can properly use this tool is what I'm going to demonstrate in this video. So first, let's try to use the Wfuzz tool against this is my EvilBox 1 vulnerable mission. So here in this case, first let's try to use the Wfuzz tool to find the hidden directories. You can just use the Wfuzz and you can use the -c for giving colors. If you want, then you can just give colors, and -u for the URL, and -w for the word list. So here I'm just specifying the user, share, word list, derp, common.txt to find hidden directories. So in this case, in this tool, you have to, in both of these tools, you have to give the first command at the end to get it work. You have to give fuzz in caps. Okay, so in capital letters, you have to give first. In this case, we are going to find the hidden directories. So I just give the first. If you want to find the parameters, then you can just use the question mark in that case. So yeah, let's try this. So here is how it works. So we this loads a lot of things. I will tell you how you can eliminate these types of loading, but before that, let's learn about colors. So what does the -c in Wfuzz means is about the colors. You can see the error code 404 has a red color, right? So if you eliminate the -c, then you won't be able to see the colors, right? So I personally love to see colors, so that's why I'm just putting colors. So yeah, it's your personal preference. So now what we need to know is how we can sort, like when you enter this, there's a lot of results going on the terminal, making the terminal crash. You are not able to understand what you want really. So in this case, you have to filter this. So for that, you can just open up the help menu if you are confused. So let me show you that first. I think there is something happened. In my case, let me open a new terminal tab. Oh my god, I don't know what is happening. So yeah, let me stop this. Okay, it's now feels good. Okay, anyways, let's start the Wfuzz help menu, like Wfuzz -h for getting the help menu. In this case, you have the option to filter out, like you can just use the -hc for filter using the response codes, -hl -hl to filter using the response lanes, -hw -hw for filter using the response words or characters, whatever you would like to use. In this case, we are going to filter it using the lanes. So yeah, let's use this tool first and stop that immediately, and you will be able to see all of these results will have the lane number 9. You can also filter using the words or characters or whatever you want, or codes, but in this case I'm using the lane. So for that, I'm using the -hl. So if you want to filter out using codes, then you can use the -hc, like that. If you want to filter using the words, you can use -hw, whatever you saw before. So based on what you saw here, you have to sort it accordingly based on your needs. So in this case, I'm just filtering out using the lanes, -hl for filtering out using lanes, and the lane number is 9. So once I press enter, you can see all the 404 error line 9 was gone. Now what I am able to see is the real hidden directories. We were able to get 3 of them. One of them is the base URL, and the next one which has the response code 200, which is a success code, which is the index.html, and the third one is a robots.txt, right? So this is how you basically use this tool for finding hidden directories. So let's try to use FFUF, which is a fast web fuzzer tool. Before that, let's view the help menu to see how we can filter this out. So in this case, you have to use -FL for filtering using lanes. I personally love to filter using lanes. You can also use -FC for filtering using the status codes based on what you like. So here also we are using FFUF and the -U for the URL. So let's try to copy the URL from here, and -W for the word list. So here user share word list dirb and common.txt. So, and as I mentioned before, you have to put fuzz at the end for fuzzing. So this is how you basically use it, and press stop. So let's just use, and you can see, you will be able to see a lot of things is happening there. You can just filter out using the lanes, like we have status codes 403 and 200 and 301, but 403 200 is basically success code, and 300 is redirectional code, and 400 is an error code, which is a client error code. So we don't want that. So for that you can use it's in the lane 10. So we can just filter out using the lanes by specifying -FL, and 10 you are just filtering out the lanes 10, and now what you will be able to see the real contents that we needed. So right. So in this case, there it also included 301, which is a again in the lane 10, right? So in this case, we were able to find a hidden directory, which is a 301, which is a success code, right? So what we can do now is to use the secret directory. So here is what I'm able to find from the secret directory. In this case, we have the evil.php is here. So what I'm going to do now is to use the parameter fuzzing. So how we can perform parameter fuzzing using these tools. Like let's start with the Wfuzz tool, how we can perform the parameter fuzzing. So what that mean is -E for the color, -U for the URL, and this is the URL that I'm pasting. In this case, I'm using question mark for finding the parameter that we need, and first command and equals etc pass wd. In this case, it has an LFI vulnerability, which is a local file inclusion vulnerability, or you can also call it as the directory traversal vulnerability. So you can just specify -W for user share word list and dirb and common.txt. After that, you have to stop that immediately and filter out the lanes. In this case, the lane is 0, so -HL I think 0. So it will just go into filtering out, and you can see we were able to get an 200 response code, which is a success code, and in this case its command is the payload. So you can just put a question mark, and the first command is just command is what it will get in the first. The command is the parameter that you have to give it here. Now you can just specify etc pass wd to see the results, right? So we were able to get the parameter that helps us for finding the LFI vulnerability in this case. So yeah, anyways, we also have the FFUF tool, which you can also use this for this purpose. So let's try to use the FFUF tool for this purpose. So we have to change the URL for that. So let me change the URL. So URL should include only this. And at the end, as I mentioned before, you have to give question mark for parameter first. So, and equals etc/pass wd. So pressing enter. Now we were able to see a lot of things. I'm just going to filter it out using the lanes. It's basically 1. So I'm just using filter lanes 1. Now you can see we were able to see the results was so fast, and the parameter was command. So yeah, like that you can just use the FFUF tool or Wfuzz tool for finding hidden directories, or to find the parameters using this command. I hope this video is informative for you to understand the basic usage of FFUF and Wfuzz tool. And this is just an introduction that will give you the basic understanding of these tools. I hope you are happy to give me likes. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. Bye bye.